It's ITV's new crime drama from the makers of Line of Duty, which is brilliant, which exploded onto our screen last Sunday night. It's so good.
You love it, don't you?
Yeah.
Ahead of next week's instalment this weekend, going to be talking to stars Emer and Lyle next. But first, let's take a look at the thrilling Karen Pirie.
1996, a 19-year-old barmaid was found strangled.
Rosie Duff murder would have been all over the news.
I was 3, sir.
The original investigation was negligent.
Are you saying they put me on this because I'm a woman? Help us find a murderer.
We underestimate her at her peril.
Oh, I love a cold case. Hey?
Cold case.
And the stars, Karen Pirie and Emer Lyle, join us now. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hi. Is this a bit of a moment for you two?
Yeah.
Because you seem like really loving this.
It's only just come out, so we've been waiting on it for. I was about to say years, but
5 years.
It's 17 years, 25 years. But we're thrilled.
It's so good, and you can actually watch the whole series on the Hub right now. But I'm holding back. I'm not.
Are you?
No, I want to watch each episode every week. But tell us, for people who haven't seen it, tell us a little bit about Karen Pirie.
So I play Karen. She's a young, fearless detective, and sort of a fresh take on your detective drama where 26 years ago, a young woman was killed in the kind of cool era of the 90s in St Andrews, and the case goes cold. And so cut to now, Karen turns up and she's got to try and solve the crime, and it's sort of a dark, terrifying, but kind of funny take on a detective drama and her trying to solve it.
Is it your first case? Is that the...
It's not her... It's her first.
It's her first murder case.
Yeah.
So she is in a different department, and a true crime podcast comes out about this cold case. And the bigwigs realise that it might look quite good if they have a woman on it. And so they pluck Karen to come and do this job.
So she's kind of promoted, isn't it?
She's kind of promoted, and it's a slightly poisoned chalice because they know that it's really difficult to solve, and that they underestimate her massively because they think she's just going to sort of...
teach under the surface.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it. I saw the trailer, but there's a great line in the trailer where someone's having a go at you and you're like, I was 3 when it happened.
Yeah.
So it was really... The podcast thing's interesting because you've adapted this from the Van McDermott book, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but when she wrote this would be when? Originally?
2004.
So podcasting probably wasn't around. So did you change all this when you wrote?
Yeah, so when I was adapting it, I was looking for ways to make Karen feel really rooted in 2021, 2022. And it was all about who that character, written in 2004, would be now, and also the changing landscape of the way that we solve crime and the way that we report on it. And it feels like, well, it felt to me that when you have a cold case at the centre, it would be weird not to have a podcast involved, because that's been such a phenomenon of
Totally.
Especially the true crime podcast.
Yes,
yeah.
No, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And what's lovely about this, what I like about it, is it's not just a dead body. You actually get to find out about this character, and you know about her.
Yeah.
And you get she's a fully fledged character in that you actually you love her, you love the character, and that's what I like about this. And the flipping back 25 years, and then you flip forward. It's so good. It's so well done.
You have these 2 timelines at all times. So you have a story in 1996, and then you have a story in 2021. And so you have those kind of double hooks, which hopefully that kind of brings the audience even more.
I think everyone we found it really important that Karen is like a young woman who also knows what it means to be scared to walk home at night, to sort of relates to what it is to be a young woman now, where she doesn't know if she's going to get home safely, dealing with a very personal case then for her of a young woman that's all she was trying to do. She was just trying to get home. And it's such a relevant topic now, but we're seeing it through the lens of a young woman that also knows what that feels like. And then we're not using the sort of gore and body of a young woman. We're not seeing any of that so much. It's about who she was and her life and justice for the right reasons.
Emer, what was it like to adapt? Because, you've been wanting to do this for a long time, and then obviously you've got to take a story. Because, in our heads, 2004 isn't that long ago, but the world has changed, so much, like you said, with the podcasting and how crimes are solved, within the last 20 years. So was that a challenge to take the novel that you've loved for a long time? And
Well, I think I was 29 when I started writing it, and this character is 29 in the book, but she was 29 in 2004, and this character is 29 now. And so for me, it was just about trying to reflect on how it feels for me to be a woman in the world right now, and all of these things that Lauren was talking about, and bringing that humour in, and her relationship with the Mint, because her sidekick, he's quite laddie and likes to go to the gym, and all of these elements were just kind of like pulling from people around me and trying to make it feel like my experience of the world. Because Val is an amazing writer, but the book is just, you know, from a slightly different time. So it was just making it quite personal to me. And then I was hoping that if it's personal to me, then the audience will relate.
Of course, yeah.
How did you find being an executive producer? Because you can't.
She's so good as well.
Is she good?
Yeah, very good.
What was it like?
We did the. Well, you should say, but
It was really interesting for us because we're both quite young to be in the position that we're in that, like, being a showrunner and leading your own detective show on a big channel, and we were both. You know, you're taught as a young woman to sort of be very polite and, like, kind of sweet at all times, and then you get sort of a position of power and you just don't really know how to act.
To navigate.
And we would be going through that. Okay, on our first day we had dinner and we'd go, okay, assert yourself.
Even like it's your first time heading something, down to it. We're young women in film, let's assert yourself. Yeah, and I was like, I wasn't even filming the night that we had the conversation, and it was like the first week on set, and I was like, I'm going to go down to set and just like see this is my show. I'm going to see what's happening down on set. And I was like, I'm going to come with you.
Yeah, we went down middle of the night.
Yeah, and we were like, just had this big chat. We went down in the car and a runner opened the door to us and she went, Laura and Emma? And we went, yes.
Yeah, we'll be Laura and Emma for you.
Sure. Okay.
I love the story. You sat there the first day and you were too scared to ask for headphones on your own set.
Yeah. No, I sat on the curb on the first day because I didn't know. Well, but I was like, I should ask for a chair, but what if they don't have a chair? I don't know. And by the end, I was like right up there against the monitors. Like, but it was a real learning journey and like building confidence.
Oh, and you two have just stayed friends.
Yeah.
You've got so close on this.
Yeah.
It's so lovely. Like.
People thought that we were best mates.
From the beginning, like, we just had immediately had it.
Right, nice.
And people were like, oh, well, you gave Lauren the part because she's your flatmate, right? And I was like, no.
Well, that's what I read in my notes. It took a while for Lauren to get that part. It took ages to get the call.
Seriously, I couldn't see, Lauren, that part is made for you.
Yeah, it's
literally
written for her,
yeah.
even though I didn't know her. And then when I heard her read the part, I was like, I couldn't get her voice out of my head. It was just hers from then on.
So good.
Yeah.
Definitely watch it, guys. It's absolutely amazing. Episode 2 of Karen Pirie airs this Sunday night at 8 p.m. But watch all the rest, and you can watch all of it on the Hub, can't you?
Yeah,
So, which is
all
great.
of it.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.